needs this, or she.
We all need a little help sometimes, man. I'm sitting here mining and streaming, so this is interesting. Also, say hello to YouTube, guys.
Damn.
Currently, we're having a philosophical and metaphysical discussion with Sir El Boom.
I'm just here because.
Gaming Orange is already in my live chat.
Damn.
Love is a very abstract thing, and again, it's one of those things that can really taken very differently based on perception of it. Like, someone can love you and show it in a very different way than someone else who loves you does. I could use my parents as an example. My father, I haven't seen him in 12 years now. 11, 12 years, something like that. And the most communication I have with him is the occasional email. And he won't ever email me first. I'll email him occasionally and I'll get a response, but it's never a very lengthy one. I remember one Christmas I sent him a letter letting him know that, I had a baby and a baby on the way and that he was a grandfather and all this, and it was like a couple paragraphs. And I got a 2 sentence response from that.
Damn.
And it's like, like, I respect my father, and I can understand his decision to leave my mother. But at the same time, when you're making absolutely no effort, it's hard to sit there and defend you, you know? Like,
No,
I know that he cares for me, but it, it's not really shown in any, aspect at all. And I can accept that because that's just how it is, and I have other things to do in my life. That's just not gonna be the main basis of it. Like, if you're not gonna reach out at all, there's no real reason for me to continue trying. Now, when you say don't listen to music, what do you mean? Like, don't listen to her kind of music, or you don't sit there listening to music all day long? What, just as a preference, or like you'd rather like sit there and watch YouTube videos, or listen to podcasts, or read a book?
reading is cool.
I actually do a lot of reading, but I don't ever sit there and like read a paperback book or anything. Yeah, I don't like most of today's music. I do like listening to podcasts once in a while, but I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And no, not just cats
YouTube
and
is
hats
one.
and shit like that. And, sometimes you don't have an interest in things. But
We
that's
all
not
have our
really a
own
reason
thing.
to, go around calling people names, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know her personally. I don't know your guys' relationship very well, so I can't really be making assumptions based on the short little bit that I know about what's going on. I'm going to that's not what I want to do. There we go. Sorry about the little infinity wall there on the live stream. So you went from not doing enough to doing too much. Yeah, yeah, I've been there. I definitely understand that. I would say that that is doing too much though. You're going too far. You're going to one extreme to the other, you know. You gotta find that happy middle ground. Gotta moderate, man. Can't have too much or too little of either. Have you ever tried just sitting down and talking with her about it? Like letting her know how you feel? As fucking corny as that is. You know, sometimes just laying all your cards out on the table is really what you gotta do. It might just be the way you're approaching it, man. You gotta be really delicate with some women. It's probably why your father isn't around, man. Just being brutally honest right there, because I know exactly how women like that can be. And what's keeping you from making the choice yourself? Like when my parents were splitting, I had that choice. Because I was 13 at the time, and they said, you know, he's old enough to choose for himself which parent he wants to be with. Now that just sounds like an abusive relationship. Like just the way you started that, the first five words right there, because I'm afraid of her. Like that is the very, very classic abusive relationship response. Now the right beneficial decision is going to be what makes you happiest, man. Like when I was going through that particular instance, which is fairly identical to yours, when I was living with my dad, like I really loved the school there, but there was just like no effort on his part. So my time was spent at school or home, like doing absolutely nothing. Whereas in with my mom, I hated the fucking school, but I had friends and I was happier there. And like my mom actually like gave a fuck. Like with you, it's just the opposite parent, but Like I had way better schools where my dad lived, and had a, could have done a lot better as far as schooling went, but it didn't. It didn't fulfill. Like I felt like shit because there was nothing going on in my personal life. And then when I moved to my mom, the schools were so bad. I was taking classes I had taken 4 years ago, and I just couldn't care less. I mean, I didn't want to do algebra 1 and 2. I did those when I was in 5th grade because I was in advanced classes back then. That's an odd way to define it, 2.5 school years. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it's just an odd way to define a relationship. Excuse me. Third to half of fifth. What? Third to half of fifth. Then I got moved to a different school after being told I'm supposed to talk to any counselor. What? Okay, third
What's
grade to half
third?
of fifth grade. And then you got moved to a different school after being told you're supposed to talk to a counselor? Third to fifth? That's not a very good. Like, dude, that's way young. Like, how the fuck are you dating at that age?
Camp.
Like, I don't even fucking remember my relationships from back then. Like, holy shit, dude.
He was a pimp.
Like, wow. I, I got caught off guard there. First just by the wording and then by actually realizing what it was. Kids starting young these days, holy shit. I feel old now. I'm only 26, dude. Oh, damn it. I just realized that Pico's name is totally showing on my stream and it's kind of derogatory and there's not much I'm going to do about it. By that I mean I'm not going to do anything about it.
Oh damn. You know what you could do? You could change my
Oh,
name
some
to
bitch. Uh, yeah, let's do that. Was it? I did an infinity loop on this stream again. Sorry, guys. Counselors that I talked to at the school, I guess they got too nosy for my mom, so she moved me to that school, and I ended up getting the girl's number and kept it close to me for the first 3 months of 5th grade after being transferred to that other school. Okay. So you try to do the long distance thing for like part of the school year, basically, like half the school year.
that never works.
It does work sometimes, but at that age, there's absolutely no chance of that working. Like at that age, there's no chance of that relationship working anyway. What? That's pretty insane. She straight broke the phone because you called somebody.
Her mom
How
was just
dare you
having
use a phone for what it was literally invented for? How dare you? The audacity of such an idea. Every life experience helps us become who we are and who we're going to be.
like maybe that
His name was Robert Paulson. Sorry. That was bad. I shouldn't have said that. But no, it's good to remember things like that, man. For real. Realize that you had messaged, and if I'm a little late in responding, I'm sorry. There's Gaming Orange. You just joined the voice chat.
and get
You like that, Shadow? You're lucky I don't have my moderation on, because that that would have been like an instant kick for you.
down. The newborn baby. May 28,000 people.
That's kind of how things go with your friends, you know. That's kind of the exchange. Oh, you learned how to share. How sweet.
Gave her the cookie.
I mean, that's what you just described to me. Is learning how to be a decent human being.
Giving her the cookie.
But that is, don't get me wrong. That is a lesson that a lot of fucking people need to learn.
The one cookie from Oreo.
And if she helped you do that, then kudos to her, man. Yeah, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that you guys did that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's just being a decent person. Yeah, your mother's like, how dare you try to use a phone for what it's for or be a decent human being? No. You be the perfect little demon child that I want you to be. Oh god. Oh, that's horrible. I shouldn't say things like that. People was like, I don't give a shit. Say whatever the hell you want to say, man. Well, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the silver lining of that right there. Now, you might only remember the things that make your life miserable, but at the same time, you gotta take into account that without having experienced something like that, you're not able to ever truly appreciate happiness. If you were never sad in your life, happiness would be boring as fuck. Just laying that out there.
OMG. Boring.
But don't you
That's
have
what I
something to
said.
strive for?
Cotton burns
Oh,
my
so
happiness.
you don't want to achieve happiness.
Cotton gives me
You have no
happiness.
pursuit of knowledge, no pursuit of happiness, no
Cotton is my
thirst to
happiness.
quench.
Cotton quenches my
Pico, I
thirst.
can't hear you because you're like whispering muffledly into the microphone. Pull the dick out of your mouth and then speak clearly.
But I can't pull the dick out of my mouth. It's too big.
No, you could be true neutral and just be like those gray guys in Futurama where he's like, tell my wife I said hello.
Hello.
And is the only. And what do you ask for in return for your kindness, sir?
A pickle.
Not you, Pico. I don't care what you have to say, Pico Anonymous. Okay, El Bumo, I understand that you don't ask for anything, but don't you get just a little bit offended when they don't say thank you?
Ask
Bullshit.
for the
I call
cookie.
bullshit on that. You know that in the back of your mind you're like, man, he didn't even fucking thank me. You see you even if you're sarcastic about it, you'll be like, you could say thank you, but you'll still do it again. You know, you'll still help them another time, but you still expect them to thank you at the very least. Still expect at least that much. Everything is a mindset. Yeah,
Everyone
not
says thank
everyone
you.
says thank you, but you still have that expectation in your mind that they will at least be thankful. Okay, do you say you're welcome even if they don't say thank you? Because if so, that's being sarcastic about them not saying thank you. Boom was like, no, damn your logic. Bruh.
Whack Donald.
Bruh. Without lows, you can have no highs, sir. And if everything was just on a level plane all the time, that would suck. That's how I used to be. I used to only judge myself on what other people would say and or think of me. Nowadays, I don't give a fuck about what other people think or say of me, and I just know what I can do and am capable of. And trust me, that's not like an overnight transition. That takes a while. Takes a lot of self-teaching to actually change the way that you perceive yourself and anything else, really. Just gonna move this down over here. Yeah.
I mean, that's why you have friends.
P- Pico, you're so dumb sometimes.
I'm very slow.
I wouldn't say that I have very many friends, but the few that I do, I know that I can fucking count on. And that's another thing that took me a long time to actually be able to figure out. Because there's plenty of fake ass people out there that will act like your friend for even years and just be willing to fuck you over in an instant.
Real quick.
And it takes a lot of fucking figuring out people to be able to tell those people apart, man. There's plenty of people out there that will see your kindness and do everything they can to take advantage of that.
Like me.
I don't have any particular number like of reasons that I have. I just know I have like a close circle of maybe like 5 people that I know that I can fucking call and will help me out no matter what.
I'll help you out. But I'm broke. Very broke.
Oh my god, Game and Orange. Like, it literally hurt to try to read that. Okay, I'm gonna read the. Then I just stepped up, being in the making funny jokes, and now I now and are friends with everybody in the school. Yeah, trust is big.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry.
I, I, dude, no,
Ox-
face palm, face desk, face monitor. I need a new monitor now.
That's cancerous.
Ugh,
That's better.
that's much better. I can actually comprehend that 4 word sentence. Sorry, I has the dumbs from the previous sentence. It's just like, oh, dude. Uh, I can't do that. I can't deal with that kind of wording.
That's black people
I can't even want as to do so far as to want even do more what look like.
Oh God.
What? Excuse me. Okay. So Boomo, what is it that you really wanted to discuss? Okay, so most of that's been gone over. That's a pretty common thing to be feeling. What specifically is creating that feeling for you, or preventing you from, you know, just living your life? Why do you think I'm here? I'm not falling asleep. I have chronic insomnia and delayed sleep phase disorder, sir. It's actually a very common thing with people of a higher intelligence to have a chronic insomnia disorder.
Damn. I have to take medicine to go to sleep.
I also take medicine to go to sleep.
Caused by my ADHD.
Pico, you gotta take the dick out of your mouth, bro. Come on now.
But I can't.
Yeah, vitamins are a good thing to take. B vitamins specifically are good for concentration.
But dreams are fake.
Bumo, you just gotta realize that you can also just use that as a trigger for lucid dreaming and be like, alright, this is just me fucking scaring myself here. Like, I'm just gonna go do something else.
Like tickle, pickle, pickle.
Yeah, like become a pickle. Like, ah, pickle Bumo!
Pickle Rick. FOMO. Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to realize, like, hey, this isn't real. Like, I can fucking flip a light switch. Oh my god, I flip a light switch and, you know, just make this anything I want.
I'm catching cancer from reading this.
It's called lucid dreaming. That would be the proper term for that, sir. Are you typing? You're not typing very fast. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Pico. I love you. I love you too. I love you too, buddy. Please like and subscribe, because I'm desperate. True shit. If I'm too down at the moment, then I don't think or feel any type of fear. Or I'll bite myself, and if it doesn't hurt, I go back to bed and wake up. What? that, that's. Well, at least you don't try to like kill yourself, because that could end badly. Flipping a light switch is a good way to do things, though. If it doesn't do what you expect it to do, then, you know. Are you gonna tickle my pickle?
Oh, yes.
I've tried, but my stepsister wouldn't let me. Are you going to tickle my pickle? I like how they both look equally confused about this activity. What? What? What are they doing?
Flying bubbles.
Oh. I knew that. What? The hell about the bubbles? They're my bubbles.
Verbals.
What?
Verbals.
Doing my plans? Are you?
Know what we should talk
Good,
about?
because that'd be bad.
Talk about
I'd have to kill you.
how you control life.
What? That's quite the name. You can control life, sir.
No.
Yes, you fucking
can't.
can.
No.
Your perception of life is everything.
You can
Simply the way
the
that you
outcome.
look at things can completely change the outlook of everything.
Greener rock?
What?
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 Gay person says
I
what?
can't hear you. There's too much dick in your mouth.
Really?
Damn.
No, seriously, like, speak the fuck up, Pico. I cannot hear you.
But I'm very tired.
I don't care how tired you are, speak up. Or put the mic closer to your mouth. And speak more clearly.
Better?
Not
Is it
really.
better? Oh. It's not.
A little bit.
A hubba bubba.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hubba bubba, calm down. We don't need it. We don't need any violence in here, man. Like, oh, whoa, you're at like a 7, take it down to about a 3. Like, oh my goodness, I almost jumped out of my chair.
He was
What
supposed to just come in and rep.
is he playing Cock of Duty right there? What the hell are you doing, sir? This is not the time or place for that. My goodness. There's a cute little fox on the background right now. I advise you all to go to the live stream and look at him right now because he's cute AF.
The Discord chat's in a way.
What?
The Discord chat is in the way.
I made it not all the way in the way. It's not as in the way now.
That's way better.
Are you using Chrome, sir? You son of a bitch, you are. That's disgusting. How could you use that? My goodness.
I did a 52 combo.
Man, I would not give a fuck. I would get a USB drive, put Linux on it, and run that. Fuck that shit. Yes, you can, Blackheart. You can boot to Linux from a USB drive with no problem. For real. Like, easy as fuck. No, it's not blocked. You put Linux onto a USB drive, a bootable Linux distro on USB. You restart the laptop, and you fucking hit the right key. It's probably like F9, 10, 11, 12, or delete, or one of the F keys. Or sometimes it's escape. And you fucking choose to boot from the USB drive, and boom, you're in Linux. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
If you have to have a password for the fucking BIOS, it's probably admin. Or root. Or password.
F1. He has no F1 to 12 buttons.
You have function keys.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
I think he can read.
They're function keys.
Look for the function keys.
They'll be like fucking volume up, volume down, shit like that. Above the number row.
Brightness down, brightness up.
I can't understand you for shit, dude.
Cause I have.
I can't. I just cannot understand you.
Man.
Not at all. It's just not coming through.
I'm a fucking
Okay.
faggot.
Anyways,
prick.
so boom, 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 boomo. What is your view on God and or religion? I'm gonna get into this.
Atheist.
No, atheist isn't what most people consider it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it really is. Agnostic is the word most people look for.
I guess.
I'm a solo player. I don't know what you're trying to say there.
He only swings one way, Cotton.
What? He only
He
masturbates?
don't swing that way.
Yeah, he only masturbates? I feel like I'm confused as fuck as to what you're trying to say there. My personal view of God is that it's the entirety of the universe. I don't view God as like some random dude in the sky that's just like, hey, I'm going to invent people. Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't see that. If I do any kind of praying, I pray to the entirety of the universe and hope that it's in my favor. Everything's just happy little accidents.
My people.
Everything is just happy little accidents. There are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. That's right, Mr. Krabs. They also drink water underwater.
They also have fires underwater.
Yeah. And they ride rocks for miles. You legit need to get rid of all that fucking Google shit. Oh yeah, school. Fuck your fucking school bullshit. Get Linux. Or at least install Firefox. Like, Of course. My wallpapers are so much more beautiful. Like, are you guys haven't seen these right now? They are so gorgeous. Looking good. Looking good. Hello, Xavier Layden. How are you doing tonight? I don't I don't want to see a bunch of anime dudes, dude. Please, please don't like do that. It's not the velocity and over force that it's not like yeah.
Weeb. Cat.
What?
Weeb.
I don't. I really don't want to have an anime discussion right now. This is philosophy hour, sir. Give me some philosophical topics. Philosophical. Wow, I cannot do the English today. Oh my goodness. My words no do come out good. No English, not well. Philosophical. Falafel. 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 I don't. I don't want to think of your waffle, sir.
Philosophical.
Oh, no. No. Calm down. My goodness. Why was the image God and Jesus made? Jesus was a real fucking person, dude. Like, he may or may not been some, like, deity or, like, some alien, but, like, he was a real person.
He stepped on Earth and died.
At least once. But he had a horrible respawn time.
On Earth, brought bread, made bread, and died.
He also made fish and wine. And healed a blind dude and a leper.
I know, I just felt like talking about bread.
He did make a lot of bread. That dude made a lot of bread. I'm assuming he had something like a food replicator, like in Star Trek. It was just like, loaf of bread, loaf of bread, loaf of bread, fish sticks, loaf of bread. My cash never stops. I call it bread. Uh, I don't even understand what that's supposed to mean. Pico, I don't. You're so dumb. Sometimes. Most of the times.
I'm never dumb.
If you were my child, I would beat you.
Why?
I would Sparta kick you into that hole so fast.
Damn.
This Sparta. Where'd he go? I have no idea. I thought he was with you. So how about this? Whoa, 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 hey now. Give yourself the luxury of being honest with yourself. Do you understand what I mean by that? I'm waiting for you to further explain what you think I mean. uh, okay. Essentially, what I mean is don't sit there and try to make excuses for what you do or do not do. Give yourself the honesty of the fact that you are actively choosing to do or not do those things. Like, if you don't want to do the fucking dishes, don't sit there and be like, well, I'm too busy fucking around on Facebook and I'm gonna go take a shit. Oh, while I'm in here, I might take a shower. Oh, it's getting late. I think I'm just gonna go to bed. You know, I'm just using that as examples. I'm not saying that specific example applies to you. I'm just using those as examples of procrastination. Or examples of creating excuses for yourself to do or not do something. Like you might say, oh, I'm too busy, watching this anime. Or you might say, I'm too busy trying to do X, Y, and Z to care about doing that. That is a good way to do it. Just get it done right now. Get that hustle. There isn't a pause button on live gameplay though. Like if you're playing it like in an online match. But that's not the point. The point is the active procrastination. Or the creating of excuses for you to do or not do something. Or even to feel or not feel a certain way. Like you might be like, oh, well, he's not gonna care what I think, so why should I care what he thinks? Or you might be like, I helped you like 500 times and you didn't even say thank you. I don't really care to give you $1 so you can get a drink out of the fucking vending machine. But you can be honest with yourself about that, but you might be like, no, I don't have $1. But you can be honest with yourself and just be like, nah, I don't want to give you shit. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying, no, I'm saying, no, I'm saying, I'm saying, no, I'm saying, no, I'm saying, no, I'm saying, no, I'm saying, I'm saying. Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? Well, you're about to. Oh yeah, you're gonna pick that shit up. I think that's it for philosophy hour. It's too late. You can't take it back now. It's too late. So that's the end of it.